Hey, gaming nerds, welcome back. Today I'm talking to you about a game that will make you want to fly straight out the window. 1942 for NES. Yes, that's it, Capcom's classic vertical scrolling shooter, brought to the NES with all the glory of its flaws. Get ready to dodge bullets and curses, because this time we're not joking. So, 1942. A title that harks back to World War II. You put yourself at the controls of a fighter plane to shoot down endless fleets of Japanese enemies. The goal? Simple, destroy everything that flies and survive long enough to get to the last level. No! This game is a disaster on so many levels that it should be considered war crimes.
Let's start with the graphics. If you thought that the NES could work miracles in 1986, 1942 proves you wrong. The sky is an infinite expanse of gray and blue that seems to have come out of a cheap painting. The enemy planes? Flying cubes with wings. The explosions, they are practically absent, destroy a plane and, poof, it disappears as if it had evaporated into the ether. But the best, or perhaps I should say the worst, comes with the audio. Remember, kids, there's one thing that makes your ears bleed more than the sounds of the Atari, and that's the 1942 soundtrack loop. Oh, yeah, that damned 8-bit jingle that accompanies you from the first to the last level. A constant, repetitive pounding, as if someone were hammering nails into your brain in rhythm.
Let's move on to the gameplay. In theory, 1942 is simple. You move the plane, shoot enemies, and dodge bullets. The problem is that the control response is as slow as a turtle that has eaten too much pasta. At times it seems that the plane moves behind what you're doing, and you wonder, is it me or the game that's broken? Spoiler, it's the game. Then there's the loop function, a sort of aerial dodge. By pressing B, your plane does a loop to avoid bullets. But good luck figuring out when to do it, because the timing is so precise that you'll probably end up dead anyway. A loop to escape from what, exactly? My patience, perhaps.
You want difficulty? Oh, this game serves it to you on a silver platter. Enemies appear randomly from every corner of the screen and their projectiles chase you like guided missiles. You have few lives and very little chance of recovering. Once you die, you find yourself doing it all over again, without mercy. No continues, no passwords. Maybe to pay homage to the suffering of war. But who knows? And let's not forget the repeating levels. Yes, you read that right, every stage looks the same enemies, same formations. It's like living in a time loop where you do the same actions over and over again, never getting out of this flying nightmare. Okay, let's be honest for a second. It's not all bad, well, almost. 1942 on the NES is a decent port, considering the limitations of the console and that it comes from an arcade version. If you like difficult games and bullet hell, he might actually challenge you. And hey, there's a little satisfaction in seeing a whole swarm of enemy planes go up in smoke. But that's usually right before a bullet hits you and you die.
But the flaws? Guys, this is where it really shines. The monotony, the music that makes you wish you were deaf, the controls that seem to respond 2 seconds late, it's all here, packaged in a gray cartridge ready to ruin your day. And let's not forget the bland graphics and indistinguishable enemies. Seriously, if I had to choose between playing 1942 and seeing the war again, I don't know, it would be a good fight. So, why should you play 1942 on the NES? Well, maybe you're a masochist, or maybe you want to know what it was like to suffer in the good old days of gaming. Or you're just curious how Capcom thought this was a good port. Whatever be your motivation, let me know how it went, and if you still have healthy ears after hearing that damn sound loop.
Thanks for being here, you gaming nerds. If you enjoyed this hellish journey, leave a comment, like, and remember to subscribe for more reviews like this. See you next time, with another game that will make 1942 look like a walk in the park.